Hi, this is Carl Davis. This is my assignment 14.3. Ways to increase physical activity levels. Swimming. Swimming is a great activity that everyone is free to enjoy. The strength is that swimming doesn't just improve your cardiovascular fitness, it also improves your muscular endurance and tones your muscles, which will improve your lifestyle by making you feel healthier. The second strength is that it reduces stress on joints. This is because of the water resistance holding your body weight in the water, therefore it is easy on your joints. And this means anyone can take part, no matter their age, whereas an elderly person may have trouble running because it would cause too much pain on their joints. The first weakness is that you could drown if you became fatigued when swimming, or you feel as if you're struggling to continue, you could possibly drown. However, there should be a lifeguard on hand if this is at a swimming pool or in the sea. Another weakness is that chlorine can affect your respiratory system and can cause breathing problems such as asthma. To avoid this happening, you could wear earplugs, a nose blocker, and make sure you don't open your mouth underwater. If you do all this, the chances of chlorine affecting you will be very little. However, it is still possible. Walking. Walking can be beneficial in many ways. For example, it can help reduce stress and improve your everyday lifestyle, as you'll feel better about yourself if you walk long distances each day, as you will burn fat and get fitter. The first strength is that it improves your cardiovascular endurance and muscular endurance in some people. This is because the pressure on the muscles in your legs when walking, it builds up many muscles, mainly in your calves. The first weakness is that if you do not walk at a fast pace for a long distance, and you're not really burning any fat, and therefore is not really benefiting you in any physical way. However, mentally it still may help you if you're not really it still may help you if you're stressed. Another strength is walking improves your self-esteem, and exercise boosts your mood, making you feel better and healthier within yourself. This will then motivate you wanting to do more exercise on a regular basis. The last weakness of walking is that it can hurt your joints if you walk awkwardly, or if you're an elderly person, as the pressure will rub on your joints together and make them very sore. I believe that swimming is the more beneficial for you no matter what your age, because the main thing is that your exercise is water resistant and therefore easy on the joints and anyone can take part. Whereas walking for long distances hurts the joints on an elderly person or people with back or leg problems. Alcohol. There are a few ways to improving stop a drinking habit. One could be doing dry January, and the other could be AA meetings, Alcohol Anonymous, and alternatives to drinking. The first strength of doing dry January is that you stop drinking for a month, and this will hopefully make your body feel better and stop you from waking up in the morning with a hangover. This will make you realise hopefully that drinking is affecting you and should be only an occasional thing, as binge drinking is extremely dangerous and can cause serious harm on the body, such as liver failure. Another strength of dry January is that it helps you save money due to not drinking excessive amounts, with a pint costing anything from £3 to £6. A weakness of dry January is that you're going to go cold turkey. Instead of gradually cutting down the amount you drink, you're stopping for a month, and this makes some people feel worse. Therefore, they just forget about it and carry on drinking excessive amounts. The second weakness of doing dry January is that the money you could save could be used next month on alcohol, which means that doing this month of no drinking alcohol would be pointless. I believe that they can do the campaign, which is 3 months, and you can drink once every 2 weeks. This will help gradually cut down and make you feel better. AA meeting can be beneficial. This is where alcoholics and recovering alcoholics meet as a group and discuss their lifestyle, etc. The strength of this is that talking to others about your problem is helpful, especially people who are going through the same process as you. This can help you find ways of the problem you're suffering with. A weakness of this is that people may give negative opinions, which can therefore put you off or make you feel down. Another way of dealing with a drinking problem could be to find an alternative to alcohol. So, for example, you could drink non-alcoholic beer, and this will help your issue, and you may find in fact that they taste the same, just one is bad for you and the other not so much. A weakness of this is that some people drink for the feeling of being tipsy or drunk. This makes them feel better about themselves as it makes them feel more confident. I believe the best way in which you could help improve or stop your drinking habit would be to find an alternative to drinking. This is because it's beneficial. As I said above, smoking. I'll now talk about 2 ways in which to help people quit smoking. These are Stoptober and vape pens or e-cigarettes. First of all, I'm going to talk about the strength of Stoptober. This is a 28-day national campaign in which people across the UK stop smoking for October. This idea makes people 5 times more likely to stop smoking forever. However, a weakness of Stoptober is that it is only 1 month a year. This means that smokers aren't quitting for that long, which then makes them feel as if it's not worth it. So I believe the NHS should make a 3-month campaign, and this would increase the chances of smokers to stop forever. The other way of stopping smoking is by using a vape pen or an e-cig. The strength of this is that it allows you to feel as if you're smoking. However, you're not getting the bad substances, e.g. tar, which builds up in your lungs, entering your lungs, only water vapour, and if you choose that you have nicotine, which is a substance that addicts you to smoking. The weakness of the vape pens is that younger children start off by using them thinking they're cool, and then from that they start smoking cigarettes. Another weakness is that scientists are not 100% sure what is in the liquid, and some sources say it could lead to cancer. I believe a vape pen is more beneficial to you, can use it 12 months of the year, whereas Stoptober is only 1 month, and you could easily go back to smoking after this month. I'm now going to talk about stress. In this paragraph, I'm going to be talking about the ways in which you can reduce stress levels, and I will talk about 4 of them. Firstly, I believe a way to reduce stress is to exercise, whether this be taking a dog for a walk or going for a run. An advantage of this is getting out of the fresh air gives you time to think and makes you feel better as you're doing something to improve your lifestyle and benefiting by reducing the stress you're under. A weakness of this is that you may not have the time to go for a run, etc., because of work or family commitments. This means that you'd have to try and work up for 30 minutes earlier to do so. However, you may not have the motivation to do so because of the stress. The second idea to reduce stress is by involving a healthy, balanced diet in your lifestyle. The strength of this would make you feel good by making yourself look and feel better. This will boost your self-esteem and help reduce any stress you have. A disadvantage of this is that it can be quite expensive to keep up a balanced diet, and then this may put you under more stress financially. Thirdly, a way of improving stress levels could be to get fresh air, so sit in the back garden or so for a 5-minute brisk walk. It will give you time to clear your head and think about things. The fresh air will make you feel better naturally from the environment. An advantage of this is that it does not cost anything, and at the same time it helps reduce the temperature of your body as it builds up when you're stressed. And a disadvantage of this, that is, if the weather is not nice and it's raining, you do not want to go outside for a walk. Lastly, I think that talking to someone is a good way of relieving stress. This can be a friend, family member, partner, or a therapist. The advantage of this is that sharing the reasons for being stressed can help let off a lot of steam, and hearing others' opinions on what you could do to help, etc., is a good way of reducing the stress and benefiting from talking to someone, as they can give you an idea of what you may have not thought about. A disadvantage of this is that you might not hear what they want to say, and if it is negative or you are seeing a therapist, it can cost a lot, which could put you under more stress. I believe the one I'd choose out of the 4 as the best one would be talking to someone. It allows you to tell someone to stop hiding it away, and people knowing that inside is troubling you, it is best sometimes to hear others' opinions, etc. A way of getting into a healthy, balanced diet could be trying different healthy foods with different nutritions in each healthy, balanced diet. For example, protein, carbs, and fats. From this, you can then starting eating healthily, and as a result, an advantage to it. So it would mean that you'd feel better about yourself, and it boosts your immune system, meaning you're at less risk of disease. Also, some people want to participate in sport or go to the gym, but they have no motivation. This could change if they start to eat a balanced diet. Then they would feel better about themselves, meaning more motivation to get fitter and go to the gym or participate in sports. A weakness about eating healthy food is that it costs a lot of money to buy food, and then it takes lots of time planning and making the meals, etc., which is inconvenient if you have family or work commitments. However, cooking and knowing what you're eating, including the nutrients of foods you're consuming, then is helpful and enjoyable learning. You can get lots of enjoyment from cooking your meals yourself. The strength of this is that if you cook your own meals, they often taste a lot better than ready-made meals from the supermarket. A weakness from doing this is that it costs an awful lot to go to the shop to buy ingredients, and then takes time to prepare and cook the meals. If you have family or work commitments, it can be very difficult. I believe the best way of improving or introducing a balanced, healthy diet lifestyle, it can be cooking the meals yourself, as you can get to learn about nutrition and learn about how to cook a variety of meals, which is a key life skill you need in life. Next, I'm going to be talking about behaviour change. Many people go through behaviour change over the due course of their lifetime. This can be a few reasons to as why. Hormones is the main one. Everyone's hormones change as they get older, and it affects their behaviour. They start to get very mixed emotions from happy to sad. There are 6 stages to behaviour change, and the first one is precontemplation. This is the phase where you consider trying to stop something that's harming them. They don't really consider the harm that it is causing their body. An example is this: when someone starts smoking, they don't realise how bad it is for you, therefore they think there's no need to give up, so they carry on. The next phase is their contemplation stage, and this is where the person knows more about the harm of smoking is causing their body, so they consider thinking about the alternative ways of quitting. However, they don't want to just yet because they're just considering. The next stage is your premeditation stage, and at this point they're beginning to try and make small changes to your lifestyle to improve your well-being. In this person's case, they would now go to buy a vape pen or e-cigarette, or cut down on how many cigarettes you smoke per day. The next stage is the action stage. This is where you stop smoking completely and just use the vape pen, and this is a test to see if you're capable of quitting. Penultimate, this is the maintenance phase. This is where you may be on a night out with your mates and are slightly drunk, so you have a cigarette. It is important that as soon as you get in or wake up, you go straight back to the vape pen, because you know this will help you out not wanting a cigarette. Lastly is the termination stage. This is where you stop the vape pen and cigarettes completely, and you've got over the addiction to nicotine. I'm now going to talk about barriers. There are lots of barriers in which can stop someone from quitting smoking or losing weight by going on a diet. On barrier of stopping smoking is that people don't really know the benefits of quitting. Therefore, they think to themselves why. Therefore, they wouldn't be motivated, as there is no reward for quitting. For many people, a lot of the issue is that they do not have the confidence to make a behaviour change. What I mean by this is that if a person is overweight, they don't have the confidence to go to the gym, because everyone will make fun of them. This is a hard barrier to overcome for a lot of people who are deemed overweight. A lot of people try to start their diets and just give up. Not many people keep up a balanced diet. Many people's biggest barrier is falling at the first hurdle. For example, in the first week of their diet, they may have one day of just eating unhealthy food, which can taste really nice. Therefore, they feel unmotivated to carry on their diet. So they just give up and carry on eating what they want. Another barrier is that also is very common, is that setting your goals too high. For example, if you set a goal to lose 5 stone in 2 weeks, you'll feel very disappointed when you've only lost 7 pounds in those 2 weeks. Therefore, you have less motivation to keep going. Some people don't even want the change of stopping smoking or losing weight. Therefore, if they don't really want to do, but they are doing because a family member or partner or friend is telling them to, then they will have no desire to push themselves. Therefore, there'll be no point if they're going to bother you trying, and if they they will not see results. Another example of common barrier is the environment you're in. For example, if you're at work on a construction site, most of your friends there are smoking, you're going to want a cigarette and feel less motivated to give up, as all your friends smoke and get fag breaks, and this is a chance to socialise. Lastly, a barrier could also be your family and close friends. they need to be supportive. For example, if any of them smoke, they should do it away from you, where they will not be encouraged to go over to them and talk because you want a cigarette. That's the end of that assignment. Thanks.